Hey folks, this is Fishing Bass NC. I'm coming at you this time with the May 2021 Mystery Tackle Box. So we have the Mystery Tackle Box Elite, and we're going to open it up and see what's inside. So before we get started with what's inside, we're going to show you here that every month when you get this box, it has a ruler here that you can actually measure your fish that you catch. And you put them on this little ruler here. You look for the minimum size that they have listed here, and you take a picture of your fish on this ruler, and you send that in to the mysterytacklebox.com and at Shop Carl's, and you could possibly win some great prizes. So don't forget to take your box out with you next time you go. Put the fish on the ruler, take a picture, and send it in. Possibly you might win something. All right, let's take a look and see what's in here. We always start with literature, so we'll pull that all out. And the first thing we have is what's inside the box. And this is for the Bass Elite. So we have the list of what's inside the box and the prices that they have for the suggested retail for each of those items. All right, next thing we have in a box is we have the Tickle Digest. This is full of tips and tricks and good information there. And there's always some kind of little puzzle that they put on the back end of it. And sometimes they even tell you about a state record that's been done by some fishermen. This time they're talking about Montana. We have a couple other pieces of literature in here. There's one that's on the 10,000 fish cycle bait. We're going to be getting this in the box this month. It tells you a little bit about the cycle bait and the features of how the blade works with the cycle bait. It's a little bit like a swimmer, but when we get to it, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. The next article or next piece of literature we have here is the original swim bait by Optimum, and this again is a swim bait that they have in the box. Gives you a little bit of information there, and it tells you a little bit about where to actually throw that and the different waters, you know, along the bank, along the different wood, the docks, and so on. Gives you a little bit of information. We have our sticker of the month. This is called the Tree Pounder. Pretty cool little sticker there. Catching a little log or a tree. That's a nice one. Putting that one on the tackle box someplace. So we'll get started with the baits and the rundown, and we'll give you the prices here as we go along. First thing we have is the Strike Pro Cranky X SS. This goes for $10.49. This is a tournament grade. Looks like a crankbait here. It looks like it dives 0 to about half a foot. It's in the Wagon Hasu color, which is spelled H-A-S-U. It's the Cranky X SS 75F. There you go. There's a look at that bait right there. Pretty neat color there. Got some green on the top. A little silver flash to it. White belly, big hooks. Again, that's a short or shallow crankbait, 0 to about half a foot in depth for diving. Great for the bank anglers such as myself and those of you that are bank anglers out there. Again, at $10.49. Next thing we have in the box is by Optimum. It's the original swim bait. That's the one I was telling you about that we had the card for. So here's the Optimum swim bait. This is in a shad color. Looks like it's 5/8 of an ounce. And we already have the hook inside of it, so feels like a little bit of a weighted head from what I'm feeling here. The hook comes down through and back out. That's a pretty neat little shad swim bait there. Looks pretty juicy. Looks like the bass will want that one there. That one comes in at $8.99. Next thing in the box is 10,000 fish cycle bait. This is the other one I was telling you about. And I called it a swimmer actually earlier. It's like a spinner bait. Sorry, I'll correct myself there. This is the Willow cycle blade. It's 3/8 of an ounce. The color on here says it's a gold dark June bug. So there's your June bug color. There's your gold blade over here. And This particular blade, if you notice over here, it has, it's not a configuration that allows the blade to spin totally around. What it does is it more of a type of wobble as it goes through the water. And it gives a little more erratic action. But it talks about adding a trailer to it if you want. This is something that I think I'm going to try to fish alone, and then maybe, you know, if I'm not too successful with it, I'll put a trailer on there and we'll try that. Again, this is the 10,000 Fish cycle bait, the Willow cycle blade, 3/8 of an ounce, in the dark June bug colored with the gold willow blade. This comes in at $8.49. Next thing in the box is the Vexen Verns Stone Roller, coming in at $7.99. This is a Vexen Deep Thud Series Stone Roller crankbait. It goes down to a depth of 10 feet. It's 1/2 ounce. So we have that. This is called, and the color is called Shelby's Shad. And it has a few little BBs inside of it to give you that knocking sound as it's being pulled through the water. So again, Vexen Deep Thud Series Stone Roller, that comes in again at $7.99. Then we have the Lunker Hunt Popping Bug. So this is a bug that comes off of trees, so hence the tree pounder sticker that we saw earlier. This is a popping bug by Lunker Hunt. It is in the timber color, and let's see if we have a size on this. The weight, it's 2.75 inches in length, and its weight is 1/2 ounce. So there's the Lunker Hunt Popping Bug. Kind of looks like it's going to be top water. Pull it through the through there. There's a hook in here that it looks like the hook will come through it with the line coming through the bug, and actually popping through the front of the mouth here as well. The water will disperse greatly when you're pulling that through. Again, the popping bug, it's a timbered color, and that comes in at $6.99. The next thing we have in a box is the Kalins Tickle Tail. This is some soft bait here. It's called Sunny for the color. It's 3.8 inches, and it's the Tickle Tail by Kalins. This is coming in at $4.99. And these are pretty unique. So we have a little bit of a paddle tail there on the end, but if you notice, we have a bunch of appendages along the side, almost like a millipede. So this is pretty cool. Again, that's the Sunny color, so it has a little bit of yellowish green on the bottom there with some specks, a little bit of green pumpkin on top with some darker specks, and the paddle tail. That should be pretty cool, pulling that through as either a trailer or a standalone, either with a drop shot or Texas rig style. Again, those come in at $4.99. The next thing in the box we have is by Bruiser Baits. It's the stick worm at $4.69. This one's in the smoke black blue flake color. It's a 7 count. And again, the price on this is $4.69. So here's your Bruiser Baits stick worm. Nice stick worm with a little bit of a translucent body. It has some, looks like blue flecks, a little bit of blue and dark blue, maybe even black in there a little bit. But again, Bruiser Baits. This is the stick worm, 7 count smoke black blue flake color, and that is $4.69. Next thing in the box we have is Net Baits Contour Worm. So this one's a 4.75 inches in length contour worm. It's the green pumpkin magic color. It's a 10-pack. This one comes in at $4.29. So we'll try to get the bag open here and show you a close-up of this particular bait. So there you go. There's the Net Bait Contour Worm. It's got a little bit of a ridge along the top here that's beaded. that looks like it's going to be a great trailer. Could do a standalone with Texas rig. It should also work well as a drop shot type of worm. Not quite sure if it would float or not, but it looks pretty juicy. Again, this is in the green pumpkin magic color. It's a 10-pack, and that comes in at $4.29. The next thing in the box is the Fishing Lures Dogger Pup. So this is another type of worm, and it looks like it's possibly, let's take it out and take a look at the color, because I don't see a color on the bag here. We have a little bit of gray, maybe a red in there as well. Looks like there's some red, blue, and black flakes throughout. Has a little bit of a tickle tail there on the end. So that'll give you a lot of action in the water. Again, probably fish this with a Texas rig. Could throw it onto a trailer as a trailer bait. Potentially, I don't think the length would be really good for a trailer, so you could potentially cut it somewhere in the middle or cut it down at the end here, and then have that part as a trailer on a jig or spinner bait. So the Fishing, I think it's called Fishoey, or Fishing. It's Fishoey, so however you want to pronounce that. Lures. And again, that comes in at $2.95 for that pack right there. Not a bad deal. Last thing we have in a box is the Harmony Fishing Company Razor Series EWG hooks. So pretty much just about every month we get hooks, and I always tell you every month it's great to get some additional terminal tackle in your box. That way, you know, as fishermen and fisherwomen, we tend to lose these things. We get them snagged on rocks, on logs, all kinds of things, and we lose hooks very easily. So it's always good to have some additional hooks in the box. And this comes in as a 3-pack for $1.99. Again, that's the Harmony Fishing Company EWG hooks. So those are decent hooks. I've used these several times, and they're pretty strong. So that's it for this month's box. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what baits you liked here, what baits you maybe didn't like. Also, let me know if you're interested, you know, in subscribing to one of these boxes yourself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link down in my description down below, and if you click on that link, you can save yourself some money and get your first mystery tackle box for as low as $10. And then you can decide whether you want to keep subscribing to it or if you just want to end it right there. But you can take care of that through Shop Carl's. But again, use my link down below, and that way you can get it for $10, guaranteed. And also, while you're down there in my description, take a look at my other social medias. I have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I sure would appreciate if you would follow me out there on those other social medias. Here at YouTube, what you can do is you can hit the subscribe button. If it's red, go ahead and click on it. It'll turn it gray. And right next to that subscribe button is a little bell that you can click on that'll give you notifications that you can turn them all on. That way, you're notified when I do post a new video, whether it's, you know, something that I post or whether I go live on YouTube. You know, I'll be doing one of those pretty soon. We have some giveaways that we're going to be doing. I'll link the video to the giveaways, the preview of the giveaways. I'll link that at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that so you can make sure you check that out. You know, if you can subscribe, we're going to try to get there and get to the number we want to get to give those giveaways. We sure would appreciate it. It's going to help us out. Also, if you click on the like button for this video, that's also going to move this video up the chain. It's going to help with the algorithm that YouTube puts out there, and it's going to allow other fishermen and fisherwomen to find this video, and hopefully they find it as a nice resource and they enjoy the page. But thanks for all you guys do. I sure appreciate you all out there. This is Fishing Bass NC. Have a good day.